Hello everybody, and how's it going? I'm Jake the Wizard, aka the Game Virgin, aka Wizzy Dog, aka Lizard Lane, and I've been playing a fuck ton of Oblivion. Have you heard of this one? I fucking hope you have. It came out in 2006, and they just released the remaster a week or two ago. I don't know when this is gonna go out, but this is one of the greatest games of all time for me. I did do a video of when it first came out, and my first initial reactions, just going through the tutorial. That'll be linked down in the description below. If you want, check that out. It was pretty fun. But this one, I don't know, it's really like, it's got a piece of my heart. Like, I grew up with the game, which sounds ridiculous to say, but when this came out, I don't know, it just hit me. I always wanted to be a wizard, you know, Jake the Wizard, hence my handle for many things. And every time I wanted to do something, I just wanted to cast some spells and be a wizard. The only game that ever delivered in the way that I wanted was the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, and now it's here and it's back, and I can't stop playing it when I sit down to play some games. So, what are we gonna do here? I just wanted to take you around and show you a little bit about my character, and then what spells I've been using in particular. So, I'm a high elf, the wizard, of course. We did the mage for the birth sign for that Fortify Magicka by 50 points. Without that downside of the apprentice, of that 100% weakness to magic, because the high elf already has some stuff. We have our class, which is fist magic. We'll see in a second. Level 29. Could be playing a little. Oh, it looks like we're sick or something. We got some disease. We'll have to go take care of that. But these are the skills. We're pretty much 100 in everything we want. We're just going speed and agility now, and then sticking the extra in personality. Then it'll be a luck pump from there. Our major skills, hand-to-hand, and then every other magic skill that you can have. Unless you're including alchemy. I don't. I mean, alchemy, I do use that. That's how I make a fuck ton of money in this game. And then some restore magicka potions and shit. And some health when you're in a pinch. But everything besides mysticism. I never use mysticism. But there will be some cool spell reflect stuff that you can do down the mysticism tree when you're crafting some spells. But really just hand-to-hand destruction, and then you just make some badass spells that can break the game, or you can keep them a little laid back. I don't like to break the game, so I mean I do, but while I'm playing through this first time, I don't want to crush it completely. We are playing on, let's see if we can get there, expert mode. Master's a little too hard for me. Expert gave me that challenge I was looking for. Especially with the spells we're equipped with here. So we'll just do a little showcase of those spells while I rant about this game, because I fucking love it. I'm also playing on the lowest graphic settings because that's what my PC can handle while recording and stuff, and it still looks great. So I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go square up with some enemies. There's a wolf down there, maybe a dog in that camp. I mean, we could do them all on the same enemy, like a human enemy, so that you guys can see the magnitude of each of these spells. But I don't think it really matters. You're gonna get results with all these spells here. Here's our spell wheel. On our 1, we have Death Punch. Death Punch is a touch spell, only costs 20. You see that? I mean, that's because of the level 100 in illusion and then everything else. Paralyze 1 second. When you paralyze for 1 second, they have to get up for another second. So it's basically 2 seconds of a bully beatdown. Then we got some fire damage on touch, shock damage on touch, all for 1 second, and a weakness to magic on 3 seconds. So that's where the game can get broken here. So when you hit them again with this, it'll refresh that rate, and then it stacks it to 200% weakness to magicka, and then 300, and so on and so forth. And there's ways to multiply that while using weakness to whatever element you choose to use here. And then spell swapping. At least that's how it went in the old game. I'm still trying to figure out all the things in this game, what they changed and stuff. And I know there's lists everywhere, but I've just been playing. I've looked up a little bit, but I've just been playing the game. And this seems to be not too broken. So we paralyze, and then you can just beat the shit out of them. And then you rinse and repeat. Pretty, I mean, it's boring to some. To me, this is amazing. We get hit. Oh gosh, look at that. Didn't even hit us that bad. We have like 100 endurance. And you just keep beating down. Now for an example, if we keep casting this, you can see the health start to go down faster and faster every cast. And he can't get up. There's nothing he can do. And then he's dead. And he launches away. So that's the little bit of broken part about it, but you don't have to play like that if you don't want to. We'll take that ogre teeth. So let's find our next test victim. Yeah, I guess they're a victim. They should be honored to die by Jake the Wizard. So let's see what we got here. We got this guy. He's in elven armor. We'll take a look at our next spell. This is Slaughterhouse. Slaughterhouse is one that capitalizes on that weakness to magic. And we have this little 10-foot radius. And then we have this drain health. So it'll drain health 200 points because they're weak to magic. And then when it's weak to magic, 200%, it'll drain health, I think 400 points. I don't exactly know how it works, but it only costs 26 when you have 100 destruction. And it's on target. And we have a fuck ton of mana right now, just for, without breaking the game, without giving us unlimited mana, we have enough mana to cast this. So let's test this out on this guy. We are equipped. Let's get him angry at us.
If it's a fight you want,
Her, sorry.
A fight you'll get.
Okay, so we have a little bit of that range. You can see the health not going down. I don't know what's happening right here. Eventually, they just die. It just works, just like that. I don't know how many casts that costs. It costs half our mana bar, so it's a little bit. We got 600. We'll take the Curus and some healing potions. Oh, what was the hammer? Ebony. How much does it weigh? 84. What do we got? Sorry, I gotta make some money. I'm a little low right now. This is on the low end. It's 88,000 once you get to this point in the game. Okay, we have a Timberwolf here. Okay, so the Devil's Handshake. This one is a 30 points on touch with a weakness to magic for 4 seconds and a weakness to fire 4 seconds. I was trying to test out how effective this spell was with the double weaknesses, and it's pretty effective. This one probably pretty broken. We're gonna equip it and we'll test it out on this wolf, who of course has less health, but so we hit him once, twice, 3 times, evaporated. And look, what we use, an eighth, maybe an eighth. I'd say an eighth of our thing. So that's a little bit of an upgraded version of the Death Punch. You can also throw on a Paralyze for 1 second to make it extremely broken, but I didn't. The more I think about what I did, the more I think that I am playing a broken version of the game. But I am not expert, so, there's that. But I do like to feel a little powerful. So also with this Slaughterhouse spell, I'm going to equip here. This is the weakness to magic, drain health. Whenever you see deer, you just cast one, and then it's dead. So those deer will never run away from you again. You could get all the venison you want for all the stamina potions you want. Oh, we have another wolf up here. Let's do we'll use Slaughterhouse on this wolf. Timberwolf? Let's make sure. Yeah. See how many slaughterhouses it takes for the Timberwolf. 3. All right, so 3, and then I think the other one, we could count in the video. I forget how many it is. I'll put it up right here. I'm going to guess 7. Was I right? Maybe I was. All right. Let's find our next challenger. Oh, this is actually a great time to showcase one of the utility spells I've made here. I think it's this one, Blessing of the Wind. Blessing of the Wind fortifies speed on self 100 points, 20 seconds, athletics 100 points, 20 seconds, and also casts invisibility on self for 20 seconds. Cost 190, a little bit big. I was also thinking maybe to add to this, you could add a Fortify Willpower for 100 points to double that mana regeneration. And I'm pretty sure athletics goes over level 100 in this game. It did in the last game. I'm not quite sure, but I do it anyway, just in case, because why not? So this is a good exploration spell, and you cast it, you're invisible, as you can see here, or you can't see, and you run super fast, and you could just fly around the map. You could get hurt from your jumps, doesn't matter. You're whizzing around, you're looking for Nirn roots, you're looking for enemies, bears, doomstones, anything really. Oh, there's a little acrobatics to 69, nice. So we can scout this out here. We have a doggo and a bandit, regular bandit. We'll take that bandit out with our next spell. I think we only have one more damage spell to go over anyway. And then we can probably go to one of those bears or something to showcase the next one, because they deal a lot of physical damage, and I'm wearing no armor, which is important. Might be a clue to the next spell we're using. So this one, Devil's Handshake, I think it's Tempest's Kiss. Tempest Kiss is my little upgrade to the Slaughterhouse spell, which you can find on the wiki. So I found that one. Almost double the mana cost at 21, but it's doing 15 points of shock damage for 10 seconds, and also adding this weakness to shock effect, as well as the drain health and the weakness to magic. This is a good baseline, these two effects, for any spell if you want to make it and just test out different things, because this is a really good foundation, and anything you throw on top of it will just do extra damage, massive extra damage. So what we could do here, we'll test this out on the bandit. We'll aggro him. We make sure we have it equipped. Yeah, we're good. All right, let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. And you saw his health was glitching out a little bit. He had health, but he was dead. Pretty sick spell. What else do we have on this thing? Okay, we have the True Shield, we have Recuperate, and the Real Uriel. Those are the 3 last spells I want to go over real quick. Let's go find some more enemies. Okay, we have a brown bear in our sights. This next one we want to showcase is the True Shield. I don't exactly know how all this stuff works here. In the last game, this would give these shock shields and fire shields and frost shields would give 5% of that resistance to that damage, and a 5% regular resistance too. So you could go down to 75% here, and your last 25% would be covered by these 3. Something like that. Maybe it was 70. Oh, 70. You could go to 70 on this one, and then your 30%, because each would do technically 10. I don't know how it works in this one. I just made one that I thought would do 100% shield with these bonus shields on here. But I actually, spoilers, don't think it works like that. I think we need just a regular 100% shield on self. But this is what I'm using now. It works. It's great. So we'll cast this. This is 20 seconds. We got the 85 and then 5% to add up to 100. That was the idea behind it, for 20 seconds. And I'm thinking usually 20 seconds is enough time to crush my opponents. You can see over here on the left, it doesn't cost that much mana. We got 59. Sorry, Magica. But let's go tank some shots from this bear and see what happens. Come here, little bear boy. Come on. Cast our spell up on it. Look at our health. We are fine. If you added to the shield a little restore spell even for your health, you would be so fine. And what this is going to do for us is going to segue into our next one down here, Recuperate. Recuperate, it costs 134. Fortify willpower 100 points. Restore health 10 seconds for 10 points for 15 seconds. This is all 15 seconds. And then invisibility. So it's a perfect spell to cast when you're a little bit in trouble. You need to heal yourself. You could look, we're taking some damage even though we have our 6th shield spell. Also, just want to be clear here, we're not wearing any armor. We have this flame ring. Oh, I do have this general shield. So we are reflecting 8% damage on self. Flame ring, what else do we have here? Oh, we have this, reflect damage and reflect spell on self. But I don't think anything else gives us any defense that we're wearing. It doesn't. So we will use our Recuperate spell here, which is hotkeyed on 5. Make sure I got that. We'll just cast that. Oh, back away. We're invisible. You can see our Magicka is regenerating twice as fast because of our double, and our health is starting to regenerate. Once this ends, if you're still in a bit of a bind, just cast it again. Bear doesn't see you. Your willpower is going up, so you more than cover the cost of the spell that you cast. And you can do this for any amount of seconds. You could buff up the restore health part. He sees us. What the fuck? All right, well, we got to teach this bear a lesson. So when you want to teach somebody a lesson, you go to Death Punch. Oh my god! You go to Death Punch! And you beat the shit out of it. You get a couple of licks in. Holy shit. You see, that's what we take without that shield. Get a couple of licks in, then you back off. And to really get it going, you cast that Tempest's Kiss. One more. Oh, it didn't even need one more. It just needed a little bit of time. And there you go. You killed this thing. And you're pretty much set. You have your defense spell. Hold on, let me pull up the wheel. Got your defense spell. You got a couple of attack options here. The Death Punch and Slaughterhouse. Those are I call them the lower levels of the Devil's Handshake and Tempest's Kiss. But Death Punch, that 1 second paralysis, if you want to level up your hand-to-hand or blade or something, it's one of the slower ones to level up. So it is great just to have, so you can wail on some guys. This might be a little cheesy to some people. Whatever. This is the way I like to play the game. Sometimes I'm using it all the time. Sometimes I'm not. Maybe I'll use the Devil's Handshake, or I'll throw on the True Shield, start beating on a guy, then do some recuperate. I don't know. Maybe I'll summon a Clan Fear and go invisible at the same time to make it feel like I'm playing Pokemon, and then I'll have a whole bunch of restore spells to carry my guy. Maybe that would be a nice video. We'll do the Pokemon Conjuration build, which I think would be pretty fun. So I'll write that one down. Anyway, we got one more spell, the Real Uriel. Little backstory, the original damage spell that I had for casting at a distance, you'd call it the Mid-Uriel, the Mid-Uriel Septum in his name, because he is a badass. Our boy, not Sean Bean, the other one, Patrick Stewart. Amazing. So the Mid-Uriel carries on. I haven't made that spell yet because I need to learn a lot to make a spell worth calling the Mid-Uriel. But we have the Real Uriel, which it's real because it's about real estate and real property. So we're just going to travel over to some city. We're going to go to the market district here. All right, we're loaded up in the market district. We have some stuff to sell. Let's take a look. So the boots of the savannah. Yeah, savannah, whatever. Elven, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if I have any potions that I made. Nah, I got some backup potions here, but nothing really. But anyway, I'm on, what am I? Let's take a look at this too. Let's go to these skills. Mercantile is 90. So when you're a journeyman, you can sell any item to any vendor, and then you get these better items that merchants sell, which can be really, really fun. And they all have more gold, and you can invest permanently, and then we're almost at master. Maybe we'll get there today, right now, but I don't think so. But I like to go to the Mystic Emporium, because this is where you buy all the stuff for the Wizard Tower, but we do have to wait a little bit, so let's wait till morning. 8 a.m. Here we go. Mystic Emporium is open. What is it, citizen? So I don't know.
How goes it?
Let's take a look. I don't know how
help.
much this will help because this lady loves us. So let's see.
Let's do business.
The haggle's already over to the right because they're a novice. We have 100% disposition, blah, blah, blah. And we can get all this stuff from her and sell this for $574. I don't even think this matters anymore. Let's just double check. She takes it. It doesn't.
Another satisfied customer.
It doesn't even matter.
Farewell.
But just to show this in practice, to get to this point, we equip the Real Uriel. We cast the Real Uriel.
Well met.
Oh my God, wait, I didn't even show you how
Take
it
care.
works. All right, Real Uriel. Here we are. The Real Uriel, 16, fortify personality and mercantile on self, each by 100 points. I don't even know if the mercantile does anything. It actually does. If you're not at a certain level, it'll allow you to invest in shops and stuff like that so that they have more money so they can buy things for a larger amount of money. It works. If you ever are on the fence about investing $500 into a shop, 500 septums, forgive me, Uriel, just fortify your mercantile, get some in there, and you get a lot of money back. That 500 pays itself off real quick. Anyway, so it's just 2 seconds, and it's only 2 seconds because we cast it, we go into the menu, time stops, all of our buffs are on. So you cast a spell, go in there,
To speak with you.
we sell,
What can I
and
interest
normally what you'd be able to do, maybe you'd only be able to haggle at this point or like this point or something. But with the disposition at 100 and the mercantile skill of novice of them, it's really, really easy to swing it all the way to the hard value. And then you can just sell anything. So we want to keep that Archmage's Hood. We'll sell this.
You've made a good
Gauntlets
bit
of
of
the
gold.
Hunter. Detect life on self. Sell that. And you can see she's got $2,500. So a couple of boots, 1,400. Couple of cuirasses. That's. Oh wait, she
I
doesn't
can't
have
afford
enough.
to do that.
So if they don't have enough, all you have to do, sell them one at a time, so you're not losing any money here. Oh, our mercantile went up. Did you hear that? Yeah. Here we go. The Moon Shadow Shield. What the hell does this do? Light on self. It's cool. We're selling it. We could get more money from it somewhere else, but it really doesn't matter at this point. We're making so much money every time we go into a cave, every time we walk down the street and find some enemies, anytime we go into an Oblivion gate or do any sort of quest, you're gonna find so much money.
That's a fair deal.
That you're right, that is a fair deal.
That seems a fair price.
It is. You're good. Iron arrows, I always pick up.
That seems a fair price.
You take care, wait, what is it? You take care of your pennies and your dollars will take care of themselves. So that's right. And you just sell everything. I don't have anything to sell over here yet. Oh, we could sell these weak potions too. So eventually when you're selling potions, they'll get up to like $50 a potion and you'll have 200 potions. So you just sell that and you're at, that's like a quick 10,000 or whatever that maths out to. This bone, we don't need that. Just sell it even though it's nothing, just to get the weight off of us. I have some grand soul gems. Always keep a couple of grand soul gems in the pocket. West Wield Bear
That's a fair
Fang. Skeleton key. If you don't have that, go get that. That thing's amazing. And that's it, really.
A pleasure to serve you.
And then with those tools,
Bye.
you're pretty much free to do whatever you want in the game. Mercantile 94. Oh my God, we almost made it, dude. 6 more until Mercantile 100. Wow. Well, guys, that might be it. Look at that white gold tower right there. This game is amazing. If you want to see more of what I got and I'm bringing to the table and learning, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe. Check out that other video of my initial reaction. It is, it's great. I mean, when was the last time I ever did anything like this and had this kind of joy? I don't know, but it's captured in that video. And I didn't know the Wizard Tower DLC was in it. And when I saw that coming out of that sewer grate, holy shit.
How are you?
Anyway,
Fine.
that's really all. I hope you guys are having a great day, night, evening, whatever. I love you guys. What I say? I already gave the like, comment, subscribe spiel. Helps me out, helps the channel out. Really fun, very motivating. And if nothing else, get out there and play some Oblivion. If you don't have this one yet, you can't or whatever, play the old one. It's fucking awesome. This game is amazing. Best game of all time. It's even in my Steam best game of all times folder, along with Rain World and Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Okay. Well, I think that's it for me. Let's get a nice little shot again over here. We'll do a little, zoom out like this. This isn't a good shot. Look at that. All right, you know what? Oh, no. Here, flip them. Nope. Flip, look. One click. Look at that dominating stance right there. That's it. Love you guys. Catch you all in the next one. You guys are the greatest.